What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I was done uploading for the night until I seen something that really ran me hot, and I'm going to show you guys this in case you haven't seen it already. It's a valuable lesson taught in this police video I'm about to show you. Now, there's a video that's going viral since it's been released yesterday, and it's out there. This story is about an officer out there in Jacksonville where a sheriff's deputy pulled a guy over and punched the man in the face, not once but twice, and you got to watch closely to see it, after he refused to get out the car. Now, I want you to see this. Now, they're talking about they're trying to locate this guy. This happened in February. If anybody knows this guy right here, have him contact me, or his family members contact me in the email. You know what I'm saying? I know Ben Crump personally. I know associates of Ben Crump. I know all these people that are connected to Ben Crump. I have Ben Crump's number myself. I will give him the information in case he wants to do something with this, because this is messed up. And they talking about they launching an investigation. I don't think nothing going to be done about it. This right here is personal. I'm going to talk to you about this. Being a police officer is a tough job. But sometimes, man, these people that are human are a-holes. Just like they're a-holes out here, they're a-holes in the police department. You about to see one of them. This is absolutely appalling. And this guy need to sue as far as he pushed this envelope as far as it can go. Take a look at this.
At 6, a new video appearing to show an aggressive traffic stop by Jacksonville Sheriff's officers is going viral on social media. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jessica Clark. Sheriff T.K. Waters saying he is aware of the video and there is an investigation underway. So getting right out to our Zach Wilcox live in downtown Jacksonville. And Zach, walk us through what you can see in this video.
Yeah, Jessica, we'll get to the video in just a second here. We know that it has received hundreds of thousands of views just in the 14 hours or so since it was posted last night. I want to relay to you that we have talked with a spokesperson with JSO who confirmed that the video we're about to show you is the video that they are actively investigating. I've reached out to the page on Instagram, have not received a response, so we're still working to identify who the driver is in this vehicle at this point. And it says in the post that the incident happened back in February. And with that context, let's take a look at the video.
Pulled me over. He walked up, opened my door because my window don't work, right?
The video begins with the driver explaining to a Jacksonville sheriff's officer, who you cannot see on camera, that he was pulled over for not having his headlights on.
There's no rain.
It doesn't matter. You're still required to have headlights on.
The driver asked to see the law, and the officer says he'll show it to him when he agrees to step out of the car.
Can you call your supervisor?
All right, go for it.
Exit the vehicle now! Exit the vehicle! Show me your hands.
Here.
33 at 15 hours.
I'm here. What is your reason, sir?
Step out.
What is your reason?
Step out now. All right.
No.
Sheriff T.K. Waters issued a statement Sunday saying in part, quote, "We have launched an internal investigation into it and the circumstances surrounding this incident. We hold our officers to the highest standards and are committed to thoroughly determining what occurred." And just to reiterate, we are still trying to get in contact with the driver to hear their story and hear a little bit about what happened before and after this incident. I have our crime and safety analyst, Ken Jefferson, joining me here. Ken, you watch this video. As somebody with a lot of law enforcement experience, what's the first thing that goes through your head when you see it?
I have a lot of questions about this. The probable cause that the officer is saying that the reason why they stopped him, in my opinion, does not jive, because it does not jive with what the law says about driving with headlights on in the daylight. That's the first question. The second question is, the person was not aggressive towards the officers. He was non-compliant when he wouldn't get out of the vehicle. Why did the officer punch him once he punched the window out? What was that punch for? He wasn't trying to fight anybody or try to get away or any of that. So I've got a lot of questions about this particular stop, and we'll have to review the body-worn camera video. We see the video that the individual videotape, but I want to see it from the very start. Why did they stop him? Why did they want him out of the car? Now, officers have the lawful right to ask you to get out of the car. You should comply. You should comply when they ask you to get out of the car. But when he didn't, they do have the right to extract him out of the vehicle. But that punch to me says that was totally unnecessary.
Yeah. And Ken, I reached out to a spokesperson with JSO who mentioned that they aren't aware of any complaints that were filed from this incident back in February. That's, of course, one thing that they're going to be looking at here in the days to come. What else is going to be going on in this internal investigation?
Yeah, so it's my understanding that the sheriff's office just became aware of it once it hit social media. So there was no complaint that I know of that was actually filed. I do know that they will totally and completely investigate this from the beginning, the middle, and the end, and come up with a conclusion. Did the person have an outstanding warrant for his arrest? Was he wanted? Did he fit the description of somebody that they were looking for? Those are questions that are going to have to be asked, and then they're going to have to interview each and every officer to find out why they took the action that they did. So it's going to be a process that they're going to go through. They're going to be very methodical with it because, you know, this is something that you don't want to see tarnish your agency if they were wrong. We don't know yet, but the investigation will reveal it.
Yeah. Thank you, Ken, so much for your insight, and hopefully we'll have some of those answers here in the next couple of days, but we'll wrap up for now in downtown. Zach Wilcox, First Coast News, on your side.
That was absolutely bullshit. That was bullshit, y'all. That shit ain't right. Now, you see a lot of times I show police videos of people acting crazy and stuff, and, you know, I'm like, I can't blame the police a lot of times, but you got to be real with this. That cop on that other side was mad because he couldn't take control of the situation, and he didn't like how the guy was acting. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I told you before when the Tyree Nichols thing first broke out, your interaction with a cop is only as good as his last interaction with somebody or his last time being in a situation that the interaction reminds him of. Now, the guy was not getting out the car. He was putting up, he wasn't complying. But under no circumstances, after you bust his fucking window out, you could have just snatched him out the car. You know what I'm saying? Now, he demanding the supervisor, and the guy, the other cop he was talking to, you know what I'm saying, gave the other guy, said, all right, go ahead and do it. Bust his door and get him out. When he bust the window of the car, I want you to pay attention. Go back and look. When he bust the window of the car, right? He said, get out the car while he was still doing the thing. Before the boy could even do anything, he punched him across the face. The guy just looked at the camera. And let's keep it real. Ain't no such thing as no tough guys. When he punched that boy, if you look at the picture up here, when he looked at the camera, for a second, he wanted to cry. He did, because he wasn't expecting that. Then when they went and grabbed the door, he was a little bit scared. He was like, look, okay, because he had folded his hand. He was like, I don't, okay. They pulled him out the car. The same guy that, when they pulled him out the car, the same guy was standing in the back. Soon as he got out the car and the guy was trying to talk, he punched him right in the mouth. While the other guys was grabbing him, he immediately was aggressive, held him down, and punched him in the mouth. How does that sheriff's deputy still have a job? Seriously, it shouldn't take from February all the way to now, what's that, 5 months for something to be done? They didn't even say if the guy was on administrative leave or not. He should not be a cop. If something as small as that rattles you to make you go to violence, you don't need to be no fucking cop. That's real. This guy's Instagram is 904 Will. I hope he has legal representation, because if he don't, I can help him. That's the case Ben Crump would take, because his civil rights was violated right there. Once you had him, the window down, you could have snatched him out the car. I'm gonna keep it real. The other cop said, we'll show you the law when you get out the car. That sounds cheesy too. That sounds cheesy. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna be honest with you. What they were saying, I have heard that before when I was younger. Cops have said that to me when they pulled me over. Yeah, you gotta have daytime running lights on. When it's raining, you gotta have your headlights on. And I think that is a law. I know it's a law, but I don't know if it's a law all over America. That's why they started putting daytime running lights on cars to stop people from, you know, not having them on. But either way, you don't punch the man in the face because you mad because you ain't got control of the situation. Then you try to mollywop him outside. You giving him the business. He on the live stream right there. They so stupid they don't even care. That let you know that some people think they have an air of where they're not vulnerable. You know, invulnerability, when they got a supervisor, they got people that's there, eyewitnesses saying that, you know, to speak on their behalf. That guy's out of line, out of order. He should be fired. He should also have assault and battery charges. Seriously. You always hear these police talking about, oh, we want to get better community relations. Then handle that shit. Handle that shit. That shit, by the time this came out as a viral video, it could have probably been stopped if you had took disciplinary action against this guy, put it on the news back then, and say, this is what we're trying to stop. We want better relationships with the people of Jacksonville. This is not tolerated. But we also need the help of you, the citizen, to make any traffic stop or any interaction with us better, where we can settle it through dialogue and come to a peaceful agreement. How easy is that? How hard is that to say? Once you speak those words out in that corner on camera, can't go back against you unless you doing shit like this. You can't say you want this, but do shit like that. You punched him, held his head down and punched him in the fucking face? Yo, if that was my child, I would talk to every lawyer I could, and I'd push that legal envelope all the way over across the table. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even the suing type, but that's wrong, and that's not good for his psyche and his interaction with police. You know, you see a lot of people doing crazy stuff when the cops come up. I agree, and it's dumb shit. And it goes far outside the reality, common sense. But when they doing stuff like this, how can you blame people? Sometimes. Seriously. Another thing is this, before I leave out of here, I done said all I can say about this. This is fucked up. I hope that young man gets some good legal representation. He put that on his Instagram. I hope somebody goes in his thing and gives him a lawyer or something. That type of stuff you have to do something about. Because just a slap on the wrist or a chewing out behind closed doors don't fix the trauma psychologically that he had. You think every time he get pulled over by a cop, he won't think about that moment? Now, part of it has something to do with him. He should have never got punched. But them breaking his window and snatching him out the car, you could have just got out. But either way, you don't beat somebody's ass after you got control of him. And the man was saying, wait, and you fucking him up. I'd fire his stupid ass. And he'd do some time. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. There's a lot of people that sit out here and they complain about, oh, the police are killing men or black men and this and that. Listen, you need to talk to your children when they first get behind the rear wheel of what to do when a cop gets behind them, or when a cop, you got to teach them compliance. Seriously, you got to teach them compliance. Because this type of stuff right here is going to keep going, and it's only going to get worse because the way criminals are now, they're way worse than they were before. And the reason why I think this guy attacked him is because other interactions with other black men with dreadlocks and not listening to orders. So a lot of times you see these other people doing this stuff, whatever this cop went through, he put it all on him at that 1 minute, that one moment. And that's not right neither. But it is what it is. We got to do better out here, y'all. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. I hope this young man is taken care of and he's okay.